Oh, hello. Good evening. Happy Tuesday, I think. Happy Tuesday evening. Uh, let's see. What do we do for exercise? Well, kicking, right? Yeah. Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, kicking. Yeah. Oh. Ho. High, middle, low, high. High, middle, low, middle, high, middle, low, middle. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Ah. Okay. Oh. So maybe tomorrow we'll do side kick, right? Yeah. That should be enough for today. So let's take 5 minutes, please. Okay, let's see. Ah, all right. I forgot to put the milk back in the refrigerator last night. Ah, is it bad? I think it's still good. I think it's still good. Yeah, smelled it, tasted it. Yeah, it's just fine. All right, let me disconnect this external hard drive and put back my remote control USB. Okay. Yeah, happy Tuesday, everybody. Uh, so the calculus solution book arrived in the mail today. So I looked at the one differential equation solution, and yeah, now I learned how to solve it. It's kind of interesting differential equation about the population dynamics. So yeah, that was good. Um, so yesterday we talked about some controversial topics like critics, constructive, healthy critics about Christianity, Jesus, and others. So the original plan was, after I come back from work today, I was going to write some more pages in the economics book, and it turned out that I'm not ready to write again yet. Why? Because I did not, I was not knowledgeable about communism, socialism yet. So in my spare time, I studied them, and I'm still not ready. So I need to think things through. So we'll discuss communism, okay, socialism. Um, so communist countries, and you have capitalist countries, right? Communist countries like China, Russia, Cuba, North Korea, right? So are citizens of those communist countries, are they not as wise as people in capitalist countries? Was that why they were deceived? Let's think about the question, okay? If you'd like to. Huh? I give you a minute, okay, if you want to. There's a little left, so yeah, we can wait. Coconut vodka. Yeah. Yesterday, I watched this documentary on some remote village, very big city in Russia, in this Norwegian peninsula. Okay. The name of the town, Murmansk. Murmansk. Okay, Murmansk. Okay, so uh, I, I'm not sure when that documentary was filmed, but I was very impressed. Yeah, Russian people. I knew Russians. They're very smart people. How about North Koreans? Very smart. Chinese, very smart. Cubans, I bet they are very smart people too. Then why did they that communism happen? Take over. Were they deceived by these communist elites? Were they not as wise as capitalist country citizens like America, Canada, or South Korea, or Europe? Were they not as smart as capitalist country people? So that was the question. What's your answer? if you ask me, I do not think they are less wise than so-called Western countries or free world. I do not think Russians are not as smart as Americans or Canadians. I don't think so. I think they have just different kinds of smarts in different departments. Okay. Russia versus America, North Korea versus South Korea. Okay. Communist country versus capitalist country. Right? Totalitarian regime, communist country like Russia, as opposed to America, which is democracy and capitalist. Right? And North Korea and South Korea. North Korea, totalitarianism, communism. South Korea, capitalism, democracy, right? But do I think South Korea is better than North Korea? I do not believe that. Do I believe America is better than Russia? I don't believe that. I believe Russia has some goods that America does not have. And North Korea has some goods that North Korea has some goods that South Korea does not have. I think it's more like balanced diversity, dualism, kind of balancing, kind of a two-dimensional balancing. That's dualism, right? Yeah. For example, in Russia, they don't have LGBT, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, obesity, marijuana. They don't have that kind of stuff, like drug problem, drug addiction. They don't have that in Russia or North Korea. Okay, those are the problems of free countries, free world, Europe, America. South Korea, not really. Okay, now what's good about capitalist, democratic, democratic countries that we have more degree of freedom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I watched this Russian documentary. Okay, oh, they are athletic people, highly, highly. Yeah, healthy food, great exercise, physically active. Okay, yeah, Russians. Yeah, highly athletic people. Very healthy, right? Lifestyle. Yeah. And also North Korea, I think there's the tigers, right? Clean air, clean nature, clean water compared to Korea, South Korea. Okay. Yeah. Also, well, South Korea, there's not that many crimes, okay? But North Korea, crime is virtually zero, okay? Russia, yeah, there are some crimes, okay? Yeah. But, yeah. So, uh, I'm anti-vaxxer, but my employer's bosses, they didn't give me a choice. I had to get a vaccine tomorrow, okay? And after about like 3 to 4 weeks later, I have to get second vaccine, okay? So I relented. Why? I was like, you know what? I told my bosses, okay, so you're mandating me to get vaccine, right? So if I refuse, then I lose this job and I need this job. So if I lose this job, I will die of starvation. And but if I get a vaccine, I will keep this job, but I might die of allergic reaction. So maybe yeah, there's risk of death one way or another. So you know what? I'll just do it. I relented reluctantly because if I refuse to get vaccine, let's say I get fired from the job I have. Okay, I apply to other jobs. Most likely, other employers they will require vaccine too. Okay, then I realized America does not have absolute freedom. Okay, it's more free than compared to South Korea, which is more free than compared to North Korea, right? So there's varying degree of freedom from North Korea as opposed to South Korea as opposed to America. It's the spectrum, the degree of freedom. Okay, America, yeah, we have more freedom here, but it's not absolute. For example, let's say you are an employer, right? You're not an employee. If you're an employee, yeah, even your ideological subscription is very limited. Okay, some people lose their job, get fired because of some social website posting when they speak about anti-LGBTism, like I am, right? I am anti-LGBTist. Okay, some people lose their job over that stuff. Okay, now as employees, they get fired. Now, how about employers? If they're anti-LGBTists, they may have to close down their business. Why? Because LGBTism, I don't know about now, but back in President Barack Obama's days, if some employer is anti-LGBT, then these LGBT organizations, they start initiate this search and destroy mission. So they send out people. Let's say I'm a owner, employer. I own this business, bakery. Okay. And this LGBT organization, they noticed that I'm anti-LGBT. So they sent some people to my bakery and they were like, hey, we are gay man, gay couple, we have a wedding. So you gonna sell us our gay wedding cake or what? Sell it or else. Such and destroy mission. Okay. So they couldn't go into other bakeries. Okay. But they come purposely, to close down is like conquest, ideological imperialism. That's what LGBTism is about. Okay, yeah, and I did talk about that in my paper, the law of anti-gayism. Okay, it's not a good ideology. Okay, it's very very bad ideology. Okay, so yeah, they sue them in court, close down the business. Even if I'm an employer, bakery store owner, yeah, they sometimes they boycott, advertise that my business owner me, I mean anti-LGBT, or they make sure my business shut down so that I can starve to death. So that's today's America. Well, at least Barack Obama's America. That's how it was. I don't know about today. Mm. Yeah, America does not quite have absolute freedom. Why? Because we need to eat. To eat, we need to have a job, or as a business owner, we need to have customers, right? Yeah, they can cut off that food line so that we have to obey and submit our freedom, ideological freedom. Yeah, anti-LGBT. This pro-LGBTism. Okay, it is very 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 aggressive and un-American kind of ideology. Pro-LGBTism. Okay, so that's what they used to do. I don't know about now. Okay, I don't read the news, so yeah, yeah. So American freedom is not absolute. Perhaps it never has been. But America is, relatively speaking, more freer than other countries. But American freedom is not absolute. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay? Yeah, some commentary, social commentary. Okay. Okay. Um. So let's talk about Christianity. Let's continue this narrative or discussion about Christianity and Jesus. Okay. Did Jesus? By the way, this is like Chinese theme. Hawaiian T-shirt. Okay. So I love China. They say China is communist. No, it's not. They don't, all those radio talk show hosts who just like modeled after President Trump, they call China like communist China, communist China. They don't know what they're talking about, okay? They don't know what communism is, what capitalism is. Those people are so ignorant, okay? So, yeah, some mainstream national level AM channel radio talk show hosts, okay? That's what I'm talking about, okay? They don't understand. They just repeat what President Trump said, who also doesn't understand history, okay? What do they know? Yeah, communism, socialism. Okay, they say socialism is superset of communism. Communism is a subset of socialism. But to me, it is the same thing. Okay, so not much difference there. Okay, so well, some minor difference. Communism stands for communal property ownership. Okay, socialism is more about the planned economy by the government. Right. So in socialism purest form, there's no private business ownership. All the business entities is owned by the government. That's socialism. Okay? Communism emphasizes about uh, communal property ownership. So that's communism. Okay. Yes, it's just different way to look at same thing. Okay? Well, monarchy. I use the term feudalism, but more precisely because I reviewed those concepts. Dynasty, monarchy, where dynasty is about inheritance of king's job to his son and next generation grandson. Okay, that's dynasty inherited kingdom, kingship. Okay, this dynasty. Monarchy is just one king, monarch, who can be fired and who don't get to inherit his kingdom to his son. That's monarchy, one king. And what else? Totalitarianism is like absolute power, one party system, like North Korea, Russia, Cuba, China. One party system. There's no opposition on party, not two party system. One party system. That's totalitarianism. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And how about Mr. Karl Marx? Yeah, Communist Manifesto. Yeah, he did advocate for violence. Okay. Yeah, Communist Revolution. But in his Communist Party in Europe, there was some differing sectors who wanted to initiate this more violent revolution, communist revolution, and he objected actually. He said, "No, that's too fast. Okay, government have their military resources, so if we go against governmental military power, yeah, we'll perish, we'll fail." That's what he said. So I did not know. Well, so I guess Mr. Karl Marx will have some rationality there, realistic expectation. He advocated for a little bit more gradual change. I did not know. And is it fair to say that Mr. Karl Marx has some contribution to humanity? I think so. I think his communism idea has some merit. I came to learn. Okay, what's the merit? So there's this Professor Maynard, John Maynard Keynes. Okay, he advocated for some mixture between communism and capitalism. Okay, some people call it modified capitalism or mixed system, whatever. Okay, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt adopted that policy, that idea. Yeah, the Social Security, minimum wage, 40 hours a week, maximum week hours, Social Security, food stamp. Okay, I'm not. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. Actually, 40 hours a week, that kind of stuff, minimum wage. It was introduced by Henry Ford. Some of those good ideas. Okay, because back in the days, early 1900s, late or 1800s, after Industrial Revolution in Europe, capitalists they did abuse their employees, laborers, long hours, small wage. Okay, it was inhumane. Yeah, the child labor, whatever. Okay, poor working condition, dangerous working condition. Okay, and communists, socialists, they saw that and they wanted to change that. So there's some merit there. Compassion, sympathy, humane treatment of fellow human beings. There's some merit to that, and out of that, yeah, so-called today's capitalist democratic societies, countries, they absorb some of those communist, socialist ideas like minimum wage, social security, food stamp, maximum hours per week, and overtime pay, and workers' compensation insurance, safe work environment, and those standards, OSHA, occupational safety and hazard agency, OSHA standard, and what else? Labor union, right? To enhance the quality of life of working class people. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I guess Mr. Karl Marx, Mr. Engels, communists, I think they do deserve some credit for that kind of improvement in quality of lives of working class that was implemented even in America today. Mhm. In America, you have Medicare, Medicaid, okay? Yeah, that's very much. Yeah. You have also, yeah, taxpayer-based education system, public education system. It's part and parcel of communist socialist idea, redistribution of the wealth. Okay, yeah, tax the rich, educate the poor. This public education system, which is based on property tax, mostly municipal level or county level, city level. Okay, the city level, yeah, it's kind of business tax, right? At least in here in the valley, city government run by the sales tax. You go to supermarket, sales tax, they fund the city government. Okay, uh, here in the valley in Alaska, yeah, county level, county government, we call it borough. Okay, county level government is run by property tax. Okay, state government. When in Alaska we don't pay state tax. Okay, but other states, yeah, some income tax, right? For federal government, yeah, there's income tax. Okay. Hmm. Other states, yeah, some mixture of all those things, different kind of taxation. Yeah. Even if it's flat rate tax rate, okay, yeah, if tax rate is like 10%, if I make $10,000 per year, yeah, I pay $1,000 per year. If somebody wealthier make $100,000 per year, yeah, that person pay $10,000 per year. Okay, yeah, even fixed flat rate tax rate, yeah, wealthier individual they pay more tax. Okay, and it gets to fund free school, public school, K-12, right? Yeah, there's some redistribution of wealth concept there. Communism, socialism, even in America. And is it does Mr. Karl Marx and his colleagues deserve some credit for that? I would think so. Yeah, yeah. How about did John Min- Professor John Maynard Keynes? Does he deserve some credit for that? Yeah, reluctantly, I would say so. Why? I mean, we can imagine some alternative universe where Professor John Maynard Keynes. I'm not a huge fan of that guy. I don't like him at all. Okay. But he popularized that idea. Okay, kind of mixed economy where it's part capitalist, part communist. Okay, and FDR he adopted the concept. Okay, would FDR have adopted the kind of concept anyway? I think so. Okay, so did John Maynard Keynes make any difference in human history? I doubt it. Okay, so the government have been always be part of private economy. Okay, but taxation or hiring contractors, they've always been participants of private economy, economic sector. Okay. When it comes to economy, yeah, private versus public, the line is very blurry. Okay, so it's been always that way. Okay, so whatever. When I biased against John Maynard Keynes, professor of Cambridge in economics, is it because he's an LGBT community member? Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. How about Mr. Alan Turing? I learned his theories, Turing machine, whatever, okay. Because I had to. But back then, when I was in Madison, Wisconsin, majoring in computer science, did I particularly object to his LGBT community membership? No. I was kind of neutral back then. I'm more conservative now, but now, yeah, I think Mr. Alan Turing is overrated figure in computer science and mathematics and logic and linguistics. Am I biased? Yes. Is it because he was an LGBT community member? Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, so why am I biased against LGBT community members? No, I'm not biased against LGBT community members. I'm biased against LGBTism. Why? It's because the atrocity, the bullyism committed by LGBT community members that I observed during President Barack Obama's era. They went after Christian bakeries, Christian florists, Christian photographers, Christian innkeepers who refused to serve gay wedding. They went after them, sued them in court, weaponized legal system, and closed down their businesses. When I was writing this paper, the law of anti-LGBTism, which is republished and available online now. Okay, I just it did not sit very well with me. The behaviorism of LGBTism. Okay, yeah, but I'm not against LGBT community members. Okay, mostly they're fine people. Okay, yeah, For LGBTism as an ideology, is my good old nemesis. Okay. Yeah. Just ideology, not people. Okay. It's metaphysical warfare, battleship. Okay. In Christian language, yes, spiritual warfare. Okay. We don't fight people. We only fight ideologies. Okay. We take 5 minutes break and we talk about Christianity, Jesus. Okay. They're cool. All right. But I have some healthy constructive criticism about against Christianity, Jesus, Mr. Jesus. Okay. That's all. All right. I appreciate them. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Kama was stateless man, right? He ran away from one country to another country. He was persecuted. Okay, I can appreciate that. Okay, me, I'm kind of well, I'm American citizen. Graciously, America had not kicked me out yet. Hopefully, it never happens. Okay, but when it comes to ideology, yeah, I'm just humanologist. Okay, I'm not Christian. I'm not LGBT. I'm not liberal. I'm not conservative. I'm just like stateless too. So I can kind of sympathize with Mr. Karl Marx was stateless because so many countries rejected him. Okay, like Germany, France, Belgium. Because I kind of came to appreciate Mr. Karl Marx. Okay, after I read his biography. Okay, it seems he suffered quite a bit in his life. Okay, so, yeah, I give him credit for that. Within 5 minutes, okay. So, uh, Christianity back in the days in Europe after 1500, Mr. Martin Luther, the German theologian, right? Yeah, they used to kill each other, Protestants and Catholics. Okay, religious wars. Okay, for centuries, right? They killed each other in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, within Christianity. Okay, that's how it was back then, like 500 years ago. Okay, yeah, they used to do that stuff. Nowadays, they learn to make peace, tolerate each other. Okay, but back then they were not. French Revolution, they killed each other in France in the name of liberty. Okay, some female revolutionaries, they famous said that. Okay, because they were persecuted and even executed. Oh, French revolutionaries, you kill each other in the name of freedom. The French Revolution is a highly overrated event. Okay, it's just nonsensical. Okay, and by and large, it was a failure. That's how I see French Revolution. Okay, yeah. And in America, you have this pharmaceutical companies, insurance companies, or medical industry, doctors, elites in medical industry, pharmaceutical industries. Okay, they accuse, they say, write articles in well, Lancet, whatever famous American journals in medical science. Okay, oh, tobacco, alcohol, that's the number one killer of America, and that's not true. I think they're lying. I think it's conspiracy. I think they're lying. Okay, because look, we calm down our nerves with tobacco and alcohol, and it works. We calm down our nerves, we relax. You get rid of all the anxiety, okay, or depression, whatever, okay. But doctors, medical, pharmaceutical industry, they don't get to make any money if people's nerves are calmed down by alcohol and cigarettes. They need to sell drugs, right? So yeah, they start selling psychiatric drugs like sleeping pills. You know what? I don't need sleeping pills because if I drink alcohol, yeah, I go to bed very well. Okay, I get to sleep very well. Okay. If I smoke cigarette, yeah, I get to relax. Okay. But doctors and pharmaceutical companies, they're like, oh no, tobacco, alcohol, they are bad. Yeah, use drugs instead, prescription drugs like anti-anxiety, anti-depression, sleeping pills, all those drugs. Okay, and because if people buy that, yeah, they get to make money. Okay, so it's market competition, tough war. Okay, that's how I see it. Okay? So are they deceiving Americans? Yes. So are Americans smarter than Russians, perhaps who were deceived by communist revolution, communist elites? I don't think so. I think Americans and Russians, they're pretty much the same level. Okay, that's what I think. I look at BLM, January 6th, 2021, BLM, Democratic Party, January 6th, 2021, Republican Party. Okay, Republican Party, they went along with that. I don't. Yeah, they may not have incited that, but President Trump kind of did. But whatever. Republican Party, okay. Democratic Party, I don't think they they quite incited that BLM into year 2020, but they went along with it. There was violence in January 6th, 2021. There was violence in year 2020 BLM, Black Lives Matter, okay. But Democrat Party, Republican Party, they just went on. Right? With their politicians, okay. Yeah. So, Mr. Jesus and Christianity. I mean, Jesus, he thought he's a savior of the world, Messiah, Son of God. But is the world saved? Not 100% by any means. Is the world being saved? Is it Jesusian salvation business? Is it making a progress? Maybe. Did Mr. Jesus contribute to the world's evolution towards salvation more so than other saints? Possibly. Then is it essential to subscribe to Jesusian doctrines like love your enemies or some other doctrines for the world to be saved? In order for the world to be saved? Possibly. Because Jesus said, nobody can come to heaven except through me. Very exclusive, right? Is that true? Maybe. I mean, world as a whole has not been saved yet. After 2,000 years after Jesus died, some say he went to heaven. Maybe he did. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't then. Okay, I didn't even exist. I'm not even Jewish. I'm Asian. Okay? Born in 1978. So, did the world become a better place because of Jesus? Yeah, possibly, most likely. But did Jesus make this world a better place? More so than Buddha, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Confucius, Lao Tzu, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., all of them combined? Did Jesus contribute to the goodness of humanity, betterment, this moral evolution, ethical enhancement of humanity more so than all the other saints combined? How about we're talking about philosophers, theologians, moralists, saints, okay? Well, how about mathematicians, scientists, engineers? Let's not forget about them. Is this world a more peaceful, peace loving place thanks to scientists who contributed to more food, agricultural industrial revolution? Let's not forget about industrialists, capitalists, investors, employers. Yeah, the Karl Marx called bourgeoisie. Let's not forget about proletariat either, working class. Who made this all this happen? Agricultural industrial revolution. We have more food now. We have cars, electricity. Thanks to inventors, scientists, Thomas Edison, like let there be light, kinda, almost, right? Scientists, inventors, engineers, biologists, geneticists, farmers. We have more food now, more energy now. Yeah, oil and gas industry. Okay? So if there is more food, if there are plenty of food, people stop stealing because they were already well fed. And those the reason that we have more food is not because of Mr. Jesus's miracle multiplying two loaves of bread and five pieces of fish to feed the thousands. Well, Bible says that, but that's not how it happened. We have a lot of food, plenty of energy, not because of Jesus's miracle that happens once or twice 2,000 years ago. No, it's not thanks to Mr. Jesus. The reason that why we have more food and more energy, heating, electricity, light, more light, is thanks to inventors, scientists, and engineers, and investors. And yes, laborers in the factories, and also the employers, capitalists. Thanks to them, we have more food now, more heating, more electricity, more light. That's not because of Jesus, what Jesus did 2,000 years ago. His miracle to feed the hundreds, thousands by multiplying two fish, five loaves of bread. No, it's not because of him. It's because of scientists, inventors, workers, laborers, employers, capitalists, investors. And because we have more food now, more energy, thanks to oil and gas industry, and perhaps because we have alcohol, tobacco, the farmers, brewers, maybe we are more in a peaceful mood. Industrialized tobacco production, industrialized brewery. Okay, we have technological ease thanks to inventors, engineers, scientists. Did they contribute to world peace? I think so. I think they are the unsung heroes of the relatively speaking. We are in more peace now than way back when. We are making less wars because we have plenty of food. So there's no need to steal when everybody's well fed. It's thanks to the agricultural revolution, genetics, bioengineering, industrial revolution. That mostly has nothing to do with Jesus. Mr. Jesus, he didn't talk about science or mathematics or engineering. Oh, okay. He was a moralist, ethicist, philosopher. We appreciate that. Perhaps he was a psychologist too. Okay? Yeah, he knew a lot about human beings, right? How things work in human society. We understand he's my man, okay? But did Jesus save more people? Did Jesus save more people's lives than Mr. Thomas Edison? Perhaps Jesus saved more human souls than Mr. Thomas Edison did. Okay? How about agricultural revolution? Okay? Geneticists, biologists. Yeah, GMO, genetically modified organism. Farmers, artificial selection, or genetic selection. Whatever. We have more food now. But that's not because of Jesus. That's because of scientists. Maybe not mathematicians, but biologists, farmers, okay, geneticists, bioengineering, okay. And some, yeah, pharmaceutical companies too. Yeah, some hormone injection of these cows, whatever, okay. Yeah, some pharmacists, yeah. Because a cow is diseased, yeah, some veterinary medicine, yeah, it heal the cows so that some surgeons, doctors, veterinarians, okay, they heal the cows so that they keep on living. If there's some pandemic among chickens, yeah, but veterinary medicine, pharmaceutical companies comes in, study and maybe give some vaccination to chickens, medicine to chickens, okay, some antibiotics, whatever. Yeah, Yeah, our doctors, they save lives. Pharmaceutical companies, they're mostly doing good jobs. Okay, I'm not against them. I'm just giving them some healthy criticism. That's all. Okay, we are looking at human history from different angles. Okay, yeah. I religion is great. Yeah, I love religion. Okay, Christianity, Jesus, they're cool. Okay, but let's think about the world from different angles for creativity's sake, at least. Okay, in this breath of humanology, we want to find out, discover, uncover the truth, facts. We don't confine ourselves in single religion or ideology, political party. No, we are free spirits, independent thinkers. Okay, so probably only in this humanology. Well, maybe somewhere else, maybe as individuals, yeah. But this human series is one of those places, very few places where we are very free, okay, to do good things, to come up with new theories. We are not against the law. We don't commit violence. We are staying confinement within the social norm, laws, ethics, morality. But when it comes to ideas, we question things, commonly believe ideas, okay. Sometimes sometimes we deviate from the mainstream ideologies, okay. Actually, mostly we do. We mostly deviate from mainstream stuff, okay. So, welcome to humanology, everybody. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's talk about musicians. Do they contribute to human peace, world peace? I think so. I mean, John Lennon, he said he's more famous than Jesus, so a lot of Christians were offended by that remark. And the assassin of John Lennon, he was a Christian, okay? He was offended. That was one of the reasons that he mentioned. I saw the documentary. He was a huge fan of Mr. Jesus, and so am I. So please do not assassinate me. I'm just kidding, okay? If you're here, you're not an assassin. I'm just kidding, okay? I'm a huge fan of Jesus myself. Is he one of my favorite saints? I think Mr. Jesus is the favorite saint saint of mine. Okay. The love your enemies. Um I think that's well maybe Hinduistic influence there, the non-violence, okay. But to express it said that love your enemies, I think that's Jesus is great, possibly greatest contribution, okay. When it comes to crucifixion, I don't like it. I do not think it was necessary. That's where I deviate from traditional Christianity. Okay, I don't think it was necessary. I more tend to agree with Muslims on this. Islam, traditional Muslims. Okay, they say Jesus did not die on cross. Deus ex machina, God from the machine, out of machine. Okay, Muslims they say Jesus was a great prophet, but he did not die on the cross. He got rescued just before he died by God. Okay. I like that better. Okay, I like that story better. But Christian tradition, they say, yeah, Jesus had to die for humanity to take our sins as a human sacrifice. It's not just human sacrifice, it's divine sacrifice. The Son of God, he had to die to save humanity. Maybe so. They could be right. I could be wrong. I just don't like that concept of human sacrifice. Okay. I don't think it's necessary. What Jesus said, there's no greater love than a friend dying dying to save another friend. There's no greater love than that. So to me, it's almost like he was so obsessed with this concept of death. All right, too suicidal. Okay, maybe he needed to talk to somebody. Okay, was he suffering some kind of depression? Maybe he should have seen some psychiatrist over there. Human sacrifice concept. Okay, I that's the part I don't like. But in humanology, we can interpret it in a more nicer way. Copium, death. Copium, sacrifice. Yeah, if you lower yourself, humiliate yourself in order to honor your friends, that's good. Yeah, it's copium sacrifice. Yeah, even in Christianity, there's this concept of life sacrifice. Okay, and that's good. Okay, we just don't like death. All right, I don't. All right, so that's my criticism. All right, let's forget about all this. Let's put this behind us. Okay. So last night I had, well, this morning I had very interesting dream. What was that dream about? I tell you. Okay, it's yeah, we're done with politics, religion. Okay, all that stuff. So in this dream, I remember there was some kind of buffet. I think I was in this dream. The background of this dream it was Konan University or some fancy hotel, whatever. Okay, they're doing some some kind of stretching exercise, as a group, right? So I just happened to stop by in this. I think, well, let's say it's Konan University campus. Okay, dreams are based on experience. So it was some upscale university campus, like Ivy League, right? Let's say it was Cornell, okay, that I've been to. They were graduate though, okay. Yeah, so I guess I was a Cornell University student, graduate student, right, in this dream. And I stopped by, just ran into this room full of people doing exercise, like stretching, right? I saw one guy there. And I remembered I saw that guy before, way back in Seoul, South Korea, middle school. Okay, so when after exercise done, he's a Korean guy in America, Korean University. Okay, so I approached that guy. Hey, isn't your name so and so? And he said yes. Okay, because I remember you, man. Hey, long time no see, man. Don't you remember me? We went to the same middle school, man. And he said, yeah, oh yeah, I remember you. I was like, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm a PhD student here. Okay. Oh yeah, so am I. Long time no see, brother. Then he transformed to another guy. In dream that happens, right? He's kind of bookish man at first, but later on he became more like hunky dory, this muscular guy. Okay, kind of street fighter even. Okay, okay, but that's how a dream is. Okay, a man or person transformed to another person, right? Kind of fluid, right? Yeah, so he became somebody else, somebody older than me, because at first he was the guy who was same age as mine. A very good student, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I remember that guy. Do I remember his name? I do. But I'm not gonna tell you because I want to protect his privacy. Okay, I'm a very protective individual. All right. Yeah. Was he my close friend when I was in middle school? No, he was an acquaintance. We just happened to be in the same class. Did I like him? Not really. Did he like me? No. He was kind of more of a elitist. Me, more like people's person. Okay, so we belong to different social group. So yeah, we are just acquaintances. We knew each other. We belong to the same class in the middle school. Okay, but yeah, I was happy to see him. Huh? Yeah, Korean guy studying graduate school in Ivy League school. Okay, as a Korean citizen, probably he'll go back to Korea after his PhD is done. I was there as an American citizen. Okay, but whatever. But long time no see. It was glad to see him. And then in this dream, he became somebody else because he's kind of bookish kind of guy, kind of nerdy type. Not too athletic, but from what I recall, he was pretty good at playing basketball. Okay, but not that much muscle. Okay, kind of pale Asian guy. Okay, yeah, some Asian guys are very pale skin. Okay, they're kind of bookish man. Okay, but very good student though. Okay, kind of elitist though. Okay, he went to top school in Korea. Yeah, because we also went to same high school too. Okay, but he and I we were never close friends. Okay, we just acquaintances. Okay, yeah, we knew each other, but because we went to same school, same classes here and then. Okay, but later on this dream, he became somebody else who's still with pale skin Asian guy, but that guy was year or two older than me, and he was also taller than me, and he got more muscle than me. Okay, he was kind of like street fighter type, but at the same time, very good student. Okay, Okay. So I was like, hey, so yeah, great to see you. And so he went to introduce me to his friends. They were Korean University, like maybe undergrad, graduate, master's degree, PhD level graduate students from South Korea, and they all look like rough and tough kind of street fighter kind of type. But at the same time, very hardworking, hard studying, good students. Okay, I was like, oh, okay, because I ran into some of those kind of people in Madison, Wisconsin, when I was doing undergrad at computer science. Okay, some Koreans who were studying in American University, Madison, Wisconsin. Some of them gave me impression that they're kind of like street fighter type, but at the same time, they're very good students. Okay. Okay. But this guy, 1 or 2 years older than me, hunky dory, this muscular street fighter type of guy, PhD student, who's taller than me, 1 or 2 years older than me. I guess he was in this dream. He was son of some wealthy Korean businessman, right? And the dress that he wears, yeah, I can tell he's very wealthy man, rich man's son. Okay, okay. So there was that scene. Okay. Later on in the dream, I went to a restaurant. Maybe it's a hotel. There's some common restaurant and fancier restaurant like reservation only event hosting kind of parts of the hotel in the Cornell University campus. Okay, yeah, some common restaurant. You don't need you just walk in, welcome. Okay, anybody can come if you can pay the food for the food. But there's another area of the restaurant in this hotel. There's like reservation only, more elitist, upscale, high class people. Okay, I was lost in the hotel. I meant to go to the popular restaurant, common people's restaurant, but by mistake I went into the exclusive, reservation only, invitation only, kind of high class, elitist restaurant place. And he was there, the rich, wealthy businessman's son. Okay. And he was like, hey, brother, younger brother, you came to the wrong place. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what? I was lost. Okay, I go back. I get out of here. Okay. So I was getting out of that fancy restaurant area, but there was this restaurant worker. I guess he was server, maybe a cook. Okay. And he looked at me. He was also Asian guy, but more of working class. But he was working in this fancy, high class, elitist restaurant as a working class. So he scooped up this very fancy soup full of meat and poured it to my cup. And he looked at me. Okay. So basically he was saying, yeah, you know what? Yeah. You're low class, I'm low class too. Okay. So yeah, get a taste of this high class food, okay, that I cooked for these high class people. Yeah. So you and I we are kind of same class, low class, okay, yeah, take it. I was like, oh thank you, brother. And yeah. And the dream did not end there. Only good story, okay? We take 5 minutes break and then I describe it to you what happened next in the dream. Nothing bad, okay, but it was very interesting, okay? Nothing bad. It's only good things, okay? Yeah, it was quite a long, elaborate dream, okay? One of those dreams that you get to have like every now and then, right? Yeah. Sorry about my balding spot exposure, okay? So we'll take 5 minutes, okay? Alright. So next scene is this dream I had this morning, last night. Okay. Uh, they let me sit in an audience seat. It was like a theater scene. Okay. That's how dream goes. It does not make any sense, right? So I was in the audience seat, far left seat, and next to me, my seat, audience seat, there's this corridor, right? And there were a lot of male and female waiters to serve this very fancy food. The kind of fancy food that cannot even exist in this world. Okay, so do I believe in God? Yes, because I cannot even imagine with my own imaginative power that that kind of food would exist. It was given to me in this vision, in dream. How fancy was that? It was mostly seafood, like oyster, shrimps. Dream is based on memory, right? And so this line of waiters, waitresses, they were so carrying these plates full of seafood or some elaborate, like you have this bacon wrapped meatball. That does exist, okay? Yeah, I just looked at it, okay? I was sitting in my audience seat, far left, okay? And to my left, yeah, these lines of waiters and waitresses marching, kind of going up, okay? Carrying on their left, right hand, actually. Whatever, so that we can see, okay? And they were marching in cadence, okay? Yeah, they were males and females and perfectly coordinated, very well trained, rehearsed. So there's this leader of these waiters and waitresses. He was a male guy with loud voice. Yeah, sprinkle time. He said something like that. Then these waitresses would pull out water hose on the other hand, and then with the other hand, yeah, wet this lettuce on the sprinkler, okay, and put it back. Perfectly coordinated, okay. And in their plate, they have this dishes of seafood, and there's water fountain there to wet this seafood to keep it cool. In each plate, they were carrying there's this fountain of water, kind of sprinkling. I don't have that kind of imaginative power, okay, and I've never seen it. I mean, you have this food plate in a buffet to serve a buffet seafood. Have you ever seen water fountain to keep this seafood cold? I mean, this world you rather use ice, right? So it was fancy and it was very beautiful. Okay, it was beyond my imagination. Okay, and I saw it last night, this morning. Okay, I think it was God's gift to some interesting dream I had. Because I don't have that kind of imaginative power. Is there any meaning to that dream? Yeah, I told you I was in the far left seat, but there's just chairs in this theater. Okay, I'm more conservative than liberal. Okay, I have some liberal side in me, but yeah, I'm not assigning any ideological interpretation of this dream. Okay, I'm just describing it to you. Okay, I don't imagine the leftist Democratic Party taking the world over. No, where there will be a nightmare. Okay, like mandatory vaccine, mandatory masking. I don't like it at all. Okay, so I'm not leftist. All right, I'm just describing to you the kind of dream I had, but it's no ideological interpretation there. No. What I'm saying is, it was a beautiful dream. It was beyond my imagination. Okay. The seafood. Have I had some fancy food in my life? Yeah. Do I want it again? Not really. I don't think it's necessary. Uh, I had the experience of having some fancy food. When was the last time I had fancy food? Well, I was invited last year in more conservative party, Reform Party, Alaska Reform Party, kind of conservative group, okay? Because they have some donors backing, industrial backing, okay? Yeah, they served some fancy food. Did I eat them? No. What did I do? I just drank. I saw those fancy food, but I enjoyed free drinks, whiskey. It was held in a restaurant, okay? Of course, I did not drink and drive. After a couple of drinks of whiskey, yeah, I just talked to people, drinking water. Did I eat those food, fancy food? No, not there, but I took some to-go box. The hosts of those events, they're my friends, okay? And yeah, to-go box, no problem, okay? So I brought to-go box. Did I eat it? Yeah, microwaved. A couple of days later. It was good. So last year, when I went to some nice Alaska Reform parties, yeah, I don't eat there. Why? I'm too busy introducing myself, talking to people, listening to them, learning something from them. Okay. Too busy as a Alaska Senate candidate last year. Okay. No time to eat. No. To go back if they allow it, yeah, I'll take them. Otherwise, many times came in empty-handed. What did I eat then? Yeah, warm my food, refrigerated, microwaved, no problem. Okay. Because yeah, I was serious on my campaign, Alaska State Senate race last year. Okay. Yeah, because Jesus said, "Yeah, thou shalt not live by food, thou shalt not live only by food, thou shalt live with words of God." I subscribe to that. Mr. Jesus, okay, he's my favorite philosopher, my favorite saint. He is. Okay. I just have some criticism. That's all. He's my favorite. Of all time, yes. Yeah. I just want to maintain some independence, some balance. That's all. His teaching is great. Yeah. But I have some objections. Self sacrifice, dying for your friend, dying your dying for your friends. We want it to be copium level, pain and suffering level, hurt feelings. Okay? We don't want it to be death level. Okay, no, we don't want that. Okay, so we reinterpret Bible. That's part of this brand of humanology. Okay? We reinterpret Bible. Okay, we reinterpret Quran too. Okay, just copium level, not physical death or life. No, just copium level, pain and suffering. Copium death, pain and suffering, defeat, loss, humiliation. That's copium death. Okay, yeah, but not real death. No, we don't want that. Okay, okay. I think that's what I have to say. Okay. Tomorrow we are write some parts and parcels of the economics paper. Yeah, I might. Okay, depending on my energy level. Yeah, because very important part, some critic about capitalism. Yeah, I think I should write about that. Okay, so because even in capitalism, yeah, some elitists in medical, pharmaceutical community, yeah, they deceive common people. Okay, just like in communist countries, communist areas, they deceive common people. Okay, so America, Russia, pretty much the same level. Okay, I do not think America is better than Russia. Not at all. I don't think so. Yeah, you have in America we have food industry elites. Okay, yeah, so, yeah. Pharmaceutical industry, food industry, also tobacco alcohol industry, whatever. Okay, so I could be a victim of tobacco alcohol industry. I don't know. Yeah, I could be. Okay. Yeah, no matter what our vices are, okay, we understand each other, tolerate each other, okay, we acknowledge, yeah, we are all sinners, right? Yeah. Do I pray every day? I do. Do I ask people to pray for me? I do. Okay. One thing happened, I'll just make honorable mention. Okay, then we wrap up tonight. Okay. Yeah, there's this gentleman in the neighborhood. Okay, his car broke down. Okay, and he asked me, can you give me a jump? Do you have a jumper cable? I said I did because I do. Okay. Yeah, pulled over. Okay, I have a jumper cable. Okay. So yeah, he connected my car's battery and his car. It didn't quite start. It didn't quite work. I think there's something else going on in his car. Okay, sedan, right? And to make his car started, we spent about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Okay. I got my mail. Okay. I had just calculus book solution to exercise problems. I was studying that when he tried to make his car start. Okay. Yeah. We spent as with over 30 minutes. Okay. And he offered me to give his $20. I was like, oh no. You don't have to give me $20. And he asked me, yeah, then what do you want? I asked him, please pray for me. And he said, oh yeah, I pray for you, okay? I pray for everybody, okay? And I said, yeah, God bless you. Have a good night, okay? Oh yeah, good night. Oh yeah. So that was that, okay? Yeah, he called his friends, okay? Maybe some of his friends are car mechanics, okay? So yeah. I pray to God, yes, in Jesus' name. I also ask people to pray for me, okay? I'm still very Christian, very religious, okay? But at the same, some other time, I'm also scientist and secular scientist too. I have some of my reasonable doubts about Christianity, about Jesus, okay? Because I'm learning history, okay? So I'm a half and half religious, half secular. I want to strike some balance, okay? So that's this brand of humanology, okay? We appreciate science, logic, mathematics, history. We appreciate that, but at the same time, we appreciate religion too. I think we need both. Okay, this is what I think. Okay? No matter what your religion may be, no matter who your God is, no matter who your saints, saviors are, okay? I think it's good to have some balance between science and religion, okay? The very first humanology equation, yeah, humanology is equal to science plus religion, okay? That sums it for me, okay? And that's my experience, observation, okay? I think this was good. Possibly the best. Okay, well, that's what I think. Okay, I'm just expressing my opinion. Okay, okay. Have a good night. Have a great week. Okay, God bless you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you. Bye.